Yo. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik View. Hope everybody having a good day. It's Friday. Just jumped on right quick because Amari is not here today. Or right now, anyway. I got some free time. And there's a lot of stuff been going on around the nation, and especially in Michigan. So, we want to jump right into it. There's some things going on with Goshen. We got some Patriots fighting back. So I want to jump over into that. Over here we go to MichiganNewsSource.com. Just got put up on this website. And it seemed to be a real nice little site, But regarding Goshen, over here in Green Township, the Patriots, the voters got together and ousted the pro-Goshen Township Board. So, shout out to all the Patriots over there in that township, in that area that got together and fought. They kicked Goshen out, all the pro-Goshen board members. The article from November 7th, a couple days ago, goes on to say, the people living in Green Township. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? Okay, yeah, all right, cool. Let's go back over here. The people living in Green Township in Mecosta County have decided all 5 of their board members will be replaced. A petition was filed over the summer by voters claiming the board wasn't listening to the voice of the people when it came to the building of the controversial Chinese-owned Goshen electric vehicle battery plant, which we know they definitely were not listening to the people. The Goshen plant has been in the news and a topic of much heated discussion for several months in the Big Rapids area and all across the state. A petition was filed by voters to recall the Green Township supervisor, clerk, treasurer, and 2 trustees after claims that the township wasn't listening to the public when it came to Goshen. Tuesday night, voters chose to replace all 5 board members. So that's a big win for the people, the citizens, the Patriots across Michigan, or especially in that area, getting together and using our power. We the people hold the power, and it's just amazing to see that. We don't want this Chinese battery plant company here in our beautiful state. It's a lot of risks associated with it. It's a lot of costs, and it's another agenda too that it's links to the CCP. It's in their bylaws or in their handbook that they have to follow the CCP guidelines or whatnot. And that's the last thing we need right now, especially with all the stuff going on across the world. So shots out to them. Also, on that same topic, the Eagle Township mega site opponent becomes supervisor after a recall win. What up, brother Ethan? We over here. I'm on YouTube and on Facebook. Yeah, over in Eagle Township. It's another story, again, on MichiganNewsSource.com. If you want to follow up and read all that on this one. This one a little longer article, but it says, when the Eagle Township board members went ahead with plans for a mega site in Clinton County and ignored the will of the community, recall petitions started flying. 10 different recall petitions were turned in against Township Supervisor Patty Jo Schaefer and 2 other Township board members. The recall that went through was one against Schaefer. The petition to recall Schaefer was initiated by Eagle Township resident and farmer Troy Shroud after Schaefer signed a non-disclosure agreement pertaining to the potential large-scale development of land in Eagle Township, which the petition said limited information available to Eagle Township residents affected by the potential development. The petition said limited information available to Eagle Township residents affected the potential development. So this article a little bit longer. It goes on to discuss more and more about that subject. So I guess Shroud, the opponent, he ended up with a clear victory on election night to become the new Eagle Township supervisor with 741 votes to Schaefer's 256 votes, and a third person got 28 votes. So Shroud, he won that by a landslide, and you can read up more on that one again on MichiganNewsSource.com. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, just doing a quick little video. Mari gone, got a little break to do some reporting. So yeah, those are two big victories here in Michigan. Eagle Township, Green Township fighting against the Goshen, bringing that mega site, $1 billion Chinese factory here to Michigan. Keep up the good work on that for sure. Now, jumping right over into the legislature. If y'all don't know, two Democrats ran for mayor over by the Detroit area, which they knew, of course, they knew they were running. They knew they could potentially win. Two Democrat state representatives end up winning their mayoral campaigns. So the Democrats lose the majority. As you can see, if you are following on YouTube right now, you can see the website. We at the Michigan GOP House.org. The Democrats lose the majority, take the gavel home for a 2-month Christmas vacation. And this is a release from yesterday, or from today, by Matt Hall. House Republican leader Matt Hall, Richmond Township, on Thursday issued the following statement after Democrats in the legislature canceled session for the rest of the year after losing their narrow House majority. So it was 56-54 with the Democrats having a majority. Now that those two Democrats have won their campaigns, they have to step down, which will make it 54-54. So the article goes on to say, after months of the Democrat majority pushing a far-left partisan agenda, the House will be balanced evenly between Republicans and Democrats. The next several months should be a model of bipartisan cooperation focused on the needs of Michiganders. But that's not what Democrats seem to have in mind. Even with this new bipartisan balance, the Speaker is boasting about maintaining power over the agenda, but he's taking his gavel and going home. There's so much we can do for the people of Michigan if we work together and govern in the middle, guaranteeing permanent tax relief, strengthening oversight of economic development, and supporting school safety and student mental health. After Democrats' 2-month Christmas vacation, I hope they'll come back to work in January to the table so we can deliver the results Michiganders deserve. The House and Senate on Thursday voted to end legislation for the year instead of working until late December as usual. The early exit comes after two House Democrats were elected to city mayor positions, like I said, yada yada, on Tuesday, which just happened, leaving a 54-54 bipartisan balance in the House once the representatives resign next week. For the last several months, the mayoral elections have been looming. The legislature had been expecting to adjourn early, and they doing that in order to move up the Democratic presidential primary to February 27th. So that's Matt Hall's take on what's been going on with the Democrats losing the majority. That's a big deal, and they knew that this day was coming, so they've been ramming through a lot of legislation. They've been planning ahead of time like they always do. Right here is another article going on. It says, before losing majority, Democrats rammed through partisan environmental agenda, which they've been ramming through all type of stuff, especially knowing that they was finna lose 2 representatives. So it's going to be a special election. They got to wait for Governor Whitmer to call for a special election, which will probably be in a month or two or a couple months. I'm not sure. And we'll see who win those elections and how the House end up being. House Republican leader Matt Hall on Thursday blasted House Democrats for using their last voting session day of the year to push partisan legislation at the behest of left-wing activists to let local politicians ban plastic bags. They banning plastic. Man, they worrying about plastic bags and all type of... The left is in power in Michigan, boy, that's for sure. The left is in power. So this is one of the places I go to, GOPhouse.org. You can keep up with the representatives, Democrats and Republican representatives if you go to house.gov. But GOPhouse.org, that's where the Republicans reside. And they update daily stories. You can find. I be checking in here regularly, so a lot of the reports I'll report on, or they'll be coming directly from the representative. Representative Joe Fox, that's my homeboy. Strong man of God, faith, family, and freedom are the principles he ran on. And he don't play, man. If it's a bill that go against people's rights or against God, he voting no. That's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, just a few little things I wanted to jump on and talk about, man. Like I say, shout out to the Patriots in Green Township, Eagle Township, who fighting against Goshen, having some victories with the recent election. We had a precinct delegate meeting last night in our township, in our county of Oceana County, and we're going to have a follow-up meeting as well, just planning and strategizing, getting involved in this upcoming election, ways to be proactive, ways to help clean up the voter rolls in our counties, because they say the county clerks are overwhelmed and understaffed and this and that. So it's the precinct delegates, we have the opportunity and duty to help in that process and recruit members into the parties, educate people of our community. So we just discussed a lot of things. We had a nice turnout for our little county. And shout out to all the Patriots who came out. Oh, yeah. Michigan. That's another one I wanted to show. Michigan House members serve up impeachment papers against Dana Nessel. That's that's some good news that they at least at least starting to fight. We can jump on that. It's an article about that on MichiganNewsSource.com as well. Uh, Let me see. I just read that. I think that's hot off the press as far as like yesterday. Yep, we got a Yep, by Austin Green Gergens from MichiganNewsSource.com. Soon, Attorney General Dana Nessel could share more with former President. I don't even think I got this up right on here. Oh, there we go. Soon, pardon me, y'all. Soon, Attorney General Dana Nessel could share more with former President Donald J. Trump than simply prosecuting those claiming to be appointed electors, as some Michigan legislators filed paperwork of impeachment. All right. On Wednesday, this past Wednesday, State Rep James DeSana, Republican from Carlton, introduced articles of impeachment in a House resolution co-sponsored by several other House members. There were 3 articles introduced by Rep. DeSana included in the resolution. Article 1 states that Nessel violated her constitutional oath of office by failing to faithfully discharge the duties of her office by failing to charge any of the individuals responsible for forging and filing fraudulent voter registrations in Muskegon. Okay, she definitely failed to do that. Article 2 alleges malfeasance of office and malicious prosecution of the 16 Michigan Republican electors. We know that's some bull crap. Going after faithful citizens and patriots to the country. They ain't nothing. They ain't trying to do nothing bad. Article goes on to say Attorney General Nessel, through her own public statements, indicated that her motives behind her prosecution of these individuals was malicious and political, and thus an abuse of her position as Attorney General. In her own words. She said that. Crazy. We all know in July there were 16 felony charges brought against 16 Michigan electors for their role in the 2020 election. So it goes on to discuss more and more about that. The third article in the resolution addresses a more recent event. Article 3, and possibly the most damning charge, involves a serious conflict of interest in a fraud investigation of one of the Attorney General's friends. A conflict wall was established within the Department of Attorney General that AG Nessel ignored and clearly violated by communicating with the individual being investigated for fraud about the AG Department's information regarding the case. So, looked like Dana Nessel was looking out for one of her friends regarding the case they was being prosecuted or charged in. Representative Angela Regas from Caledonia, a Republican, has already called for accountability in regards to the third charge, which involved AG Nessel accessing case documents behind the ethical firewall in the case involving her friend and colleague, who's named Tracy Cornack. Regas goes on to say, quote, accountability is not a partisan issue, she said in an email to Michigan News Source. The people need to know their leaders are honorable at best and investigable if they fail. Nobody is above the law, even those that enforce it. The Office of Attorney General responded to the claims about misconduct, contending that there was no violation. Of course, they're going to deny it. So we're going to see how that pans out. We're going to see how that pan out. But she being charged, she being they serving impeachment articles. We know it's a long process. They need to, while they at it, they need to go on and serve some for Jocelyn Benson too. She been losing court case after court case, being proven that she acting fraudulent within her powers as Secretary of State. But where is the dad blame consequences and repercussions? It's like it don't matter what she do or what she get found guilty of doing. She can continue to do whatever she want with our elections. She the chief elections officer in our state, and she get to break the law and break the law and break the law and get found guilty in court and continue to break the law. So anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much because YouTube don't like people discussing the fraudulent activities of 2020. Anyway, shout out to Representative Ann Boland pushing hard for financial disclosure. They did sign some bills regarding financial disclosure because they had to. The House legislature had to pass some bills regarding financial disclosure and all that because I think it was Proposal 1 that passed last year. They had 1 year to pass disclosure laws, and it was controversy. They was pushing all these financial disclosure and transparency laws, so the people could see the financial activities of our legislators, so we can monitor them more closely and make sure they ain't acting out of corruption or out of accordance with the law. And one of the amendments was pushing that not only the representative in question or all the representatives had to show their financial information, but their spouses as well. And that was like a controversy topic. Some people wanted the spouses to have to show. Some people didn't want the spouses to have to show. And can you hear me now? Thanks, Brother Rich, for letting me know that. But yeah, we on YouTube as well if it's not showing up on Facebook. But yeah, some people were saying your spouse should have to, some saying they shouldn't. But the argument was if your spouse don't have to show, then the representative can just transfer their businesses or their different endeavors into their spouse name to hide it. You know what I'm saying? So if the spouse and the representative got to show, then it eliminates that ability. So you know what I'm saying? That was a big issue, and whether that made it or not into the bill, I don't think it made it into the bill. I think the bill passed, but it still had a lot of loopholes in it. And there were certain representatives that were clearly disappointed and clearly fighting for more transparency, more amendments to give the Michigan people what we deserve. There were things in the bill that was clearly still leaving loopholes for the representatives, and certain representatives seen that and knew that and were fighting against that because they know that their constituents aren't fools. So Representative Ann Boland was one of them. Shout outs to her, and I know she isn't the only one. Shout out to all our representatives fighting for what's best for Michigan and what's right for Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on all across the world, all across the globe right now. Man, stay close to the Lord. Keep the Lord close. Keep your get your house in order. Prioritize God, and stay strong out here. And be trying to bring little short news snippets more regularly. you know. But we all got a lot going on, so it make it difficult. But I enjoy doing this. I love doing this. And shoot, as soon as I figure out how to do it in a lucrative manner, I'm be able to do it full time with all my passion and energy and joy. So, thank y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all. Shout out to the Warriors fighting. Shout out, to all the Patriots, all the Warriors for God and country. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this day. It's Friday. Thank God I'm forgiven, saved. Thank God we alive, we out here. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot I could talk about, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet, focused on our beautiful Mitten State. So, hope y'all having a good day. God bless y'all. Follow me on YouTube, Rumble, Locals. We out here. Peace.